Hello guys, this is Pawan Karthik. I'm gonna tell you about my project, multi-level face recognition and crowd analysis system using deep learning and MERN stack. The main components of the solution are deep learning model CNN, which are the core component for facial recognition and crowd analysis. The MERN stack, MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js. The full stack web application to manage the system. Face recognition module that detects and matches the face using the convolutional neural network. The crowd analysis module that gathers and processes data on crowd density and movement. The communication flow for the application goes as: for front end we use React, which is a user interface for input and displaying the output. For backend, Express, which is a framework for the server, and Node.js APIs to handle requests which are being sent from the front end. For database, we use MongoDB to store face data, crowd metrics, and the specific logs. We use deep learning CNN model, which are integrated through backend to process images and return the results. The underlying data structures and the tech we used are for data structures as image data. We use arrays of pixel values for face recognition, which are being processed in the CNN. For storing user records, we format them in JSON, including name, the specific ID, image data, and access rights. The crowd data list of detected persons, timestamps, and density values. The logs are events for each recognized face or a specific crowd incident. The tech stack we used a month tech stack, which is React, Node, Express, and MongoDB. Also, deep learning, which we use TensorFlow, Keras for with Python for CNN integration and APIs, RESTful services to connect the front end back end to the model. The data sets and processing. Data sets, facial recognition data set, which are the labeled images of faces for training the CNN model to tally it with the input phase. The crowd analysis dataset, images and video footages of the crowds for detecting the crowd density, which is also to train the crowd analysis model. Processing, phase data pre-processing. The image is being normalized and resized and also augmented within the CNN model. The crowd data processing, video frames analyzation for object detection and density estimation. Database storage, faces and crowd data linked to user profile or crowd logs in the MongoDB database. The workflow of this application and also the business logic and screens for the respective projects. The workflow goes as: for registration, the user uploads the images which are being processed in the CNN and stored after processed stored in the MongoDB database. The face recognition system compares the input images which are being registered in the front end uh, with the data which are stored in the CNN model after training it. For crowd analysis, it detects crowd density and sends alerts if threshold are being exceeded. The input-output screens like user registration page for him to input images and details. The login screen for face authentication using the webcam or any uploaded image. The admin dashboard for displaying user logs, crowd metrics, and the system statuses. For the business logic as face matching, CNN model matches the input image with stored user data for authentication. Crowd monitoring, if the crowd density exceeds a certain threshold, alerts are being sent to the security officers. This is a specific business logic for the crowd monitoring system. Source of information which we have gotten for the project are: for CNN for face recognition, we used pre-trained models from academic research and open data sets like VGG Face, MS Celeb. Crowd analysis research on object detection, YOLO SSD, and crowd algorithms. Thank you so much for your time and listening.